Welcome to Aspen Yoga. My name is Stacie. For today's restorative yoga session, we're going to do a couple of poses. So we're going to do a supported child's pose with a ramped bolster, and then we're also going to then switch and just do a reclining pose. So we're going to working on opening up the muscles of the back, and then we're going to roll over and open up the muscles of the chest. What props do you need? 3 blankets, a bolster, and a couple of yoga blocks. All right, the benefits of these 2 poses: opening up the muscles of the back, allowing really the muscles of all of our back, from our upper back to our lower back, to be supported by the bolster, to open up around the bolster, allowing those muscles to relax, tension to release. And then for the reclining pose, we switch it up and we will open up the muscles of the chest, opening up the muscles of the shoulders, really helping us to open up our muscles for breathing, helps us to breathe a little bit easier, a little bit more relaxed. So both poses are very relaxing and supportive poses. All right, so go ahead and grab your props and meet me back on the mat. Welcome back. We are going to go ahead and jump right into setting up for these 2 poses. We are going to start with our base. So what we need for our base is one of our blankets. And we're just going to have that blanket really to ground ourselves from all of our poses. Okay? So just go ahead and spread that blanket out. It can be folded a little bit more cushion if you want. Otherwise, you can spread it out to your comfort level. Let's go ahead and grab both of our blocks, and we're going to set up our bolster. So as we have both blocks here, we are going to have one block in a lower position, and the other block is going to be on end in a higher position. Now remember, as we come into our restorative yoga practice, everything should be comfortable. So if your blocks are maybe a different size than mine, you may need to adjust those. But remember that you are always comfortable. Okay, you are always comfortable in your pose. So I want you to take that bolster and just let it fall against the blocks, adjusting so that you are supported. So those blocks are supported. We have the nice angle here of my bolster. Now, a couple of things you can do here. So I want you to take that other blanket, put it along your bolster, just elevates it a little bit, depending on really what you need for comfort level. You can go ahead and have this second or third blanket beside you, just in case you need a little bit more elevation. All right, so go ahead and get into the pose. You're going to take your knees on either side of the bolster. Go ahead and take yourself as close to the bolster as you can. And I just want you to fall forward. So as you fall forward, your torso is supported. Your head and neck are supported. If you have glasses like me, you can slip those off. And you're just going to lie supported by your bolster here. Nice deep breaths. Adjust your neck as you need to. It's a little bit more comfortable to keep the chin away from the chest. Keeping the spine in line. For a little bit added comfort, you can also take this blanket and place it underneath your sit bones so that you're sitting on the blanket. You're a little bit more elevated as you fall forward, so it doesn't have so much pressure on these hips. So that helps support the hips a little bit. Just want you to stay here comfortably and breathe. And as you take an inhale here, as you exhale, allow yourself to sink into your bolster. Your shoulders round around the bolster. Your palms can be up towards the ceiling. You can switch directions, so you can turn your head to the other direction if you like. You can face forward, whatever is most comfortable for you. Remember, I never want you to be in a restorative yoga pose and be uncomfortable. I want you to think about yourself sinking into your hips. You are supported. Breathing into your shoulder blades, breathing into the space between your shoulder blades. Your arms are heavy, falling into your mat. Let's take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, I want you to bring your palms to the floor, palms are down, and gently walk your hands back towards your knees as you press yourself up. Good. Let's go ahead and switch positions. Sometimes it can be hard on the knees to stay in this position too long, so go ahead and let's get out of this position and switching to opening up the chest. So you're going to go ahead and just align your back with your bolster. Make sure that you are well supported here. Really take that lower back and just rolling back onto the bolster. I can tell that I always prefer a little cervical support here. Your legs can stay knees bent. You can extend your legs. My favorite is to just fold those legs in. Good. Hands can be on your thighs. They can be down at your side. Chest is open. So here we are opening up our hips where our hips were closed. You have the option of opening up your knees. The chest is open. Shoulders are waterfalling through the hands. Nice deep breaths here. Now here I want you to breathe through your chest, opening your shoulders, breathing into the front of your body. Remember, you are always fully supported by your bolster. If you ever feel you need to make an adjustment, please do so. softening the muscles of your face. Your jaw hangs open. Softening your forehead. Any tension releases and relaxes. And as you take a deep inhale here and exhale, inhaling, wake up those fingers and your toes. Bringing your knees into a bent knee position with your feet flat on the floor. Hands coming to your thighs. Go ahead and roll towards me, lifting yourself up off of your bolster, coming into that seated position. If you like, you can roll up your blanket that you've been sitting on. Legs are crossed in front. Sitting tall, let's take a deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Again, my name is Stacie with Aspen Yoga. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again next time.